today's video is going to be focus on the 50 simple moving average and the 200 moving average. I think there is like a lot to study about. Those indicators are important. They always been proving themselves in the past, and I know that a lot of analysis use this indicator. So we can see that like the red line is the 50 simple moving averages, and the blue line is the 200 simple moving averages. The time frame is on a daily. The reason why it's on a daily, I think, is you can use it 4 hour, 1 hour, 8 hour, 12 hours, monthly. Like you can use on any time frame. But the reason why I'm using on a daily, just kind of reduce the noise by not having crazy, like, you know, like one candle is a bit more reduced. So I think what's interesting with the 50 and the 200, when they're interacting each other, we can see like there is crosses happening. Sometimes crossing happening on the way up, sometimes happening on the way down, and they are called golden cross or death cross. So I think is when the 50 moving average red lines crossing on the way down with the 200 moving averages, it's called death cross. And when the 50 moving averages pick it up and crossing on the way up with the 200 moving averages, is a golden cross. Noting that they act as delayed indicators. So when they cross, sometimes you see it's crossing here, but the move already happened. But it's a great indicator that the trend shifted on the other directions and the momentum is on the way up, or it shifted and we are on the way down. So I think it's very powerful, and especially for the bull market of 2025, that if we pay attention to those simple moving averages, it tend to rhyme in the past that they are good. So you see here the 50 move golden cross with the 200, and we shifted on the positive on the way up. Here we can see death cross, and we are on the way down. Another example, death cross, delay, and we can see it's delayed because it's crossing here, but you see we're losing here. So I think I'm gonna zoom a bit more, but it's the 50 moving averages, all simple moving averages, but like on this one we can see that the 50 acting as support. It's bounce, support, break, retest, resistance, boom, falling knives. Go all the way to see and say hi to the 200 moving averages. Doesn't act as a support, act as a resistance. One top, two top, three top. We didn't make through, and it acts as a kind of validation that we are bearish and we are on act as a resistance. And you can see that this is very powerful because look how high we went, how the momentum went up once we break and the 50 move and act as a support, you see, until we get it and we keep it, we are bullish. When we break it, it's a big sign that I'm not going to ignore and to say, look, if the narrative says something, if everyone is bullish, but we are under and we act as a resistance, the charts say otherwise. So, and we can have maybe those little fakes, but I'm sure that it will match with the fib level somewhere and others simple moving averages. On this video, I'm just focusing on the 50 and the 200 on a daily. So big time frame, where one thing to pay attention is usually trade with as well as the RSI, but on a 4-hour time frame, around like 8 trade per month. On the 8-hour time frame, 5 trade a month. On a 12, 3 trades, and on a daily 2 trade per month. So depending, I'm sure that this is going to help me and help you to see if it's the right time to enter a trade, if we have like volume backing the trade, depending if we are overbought, oversold, plus combining with what's the narrative of the moment. And I'm sure that if we're following, then like the trend is your friend until the end. And I'm sure that resonates pretty well with today's video, where we can see as well the most important first is horizontal resistance support, and I'm sure after we can have more like those trends, you know, on the way down or on the way up. So we can see that 74,000 roughly, this area were like a big resistance that we didn't went through, especially with the post with the halving event that happened earlier in 2024. But we can see that boom, here we were acting as resistance, support. We can see all those daily, so many days. What comes up must come down, so we had like a little retest. I'm sure it's matching with some other indicators on those levels, plus like horizontals, resistance and support act as support here, somewhere here around 50,000. Bounce, still the 50 acting as a support, go way up, full candle without too much wicks on the top, so meaning it's very bullish candle on a big time frame. It's not like on a 15 time frame, so this is reliable, where we know that it's bullish and powerful move. And when there is one, we tend to have one or two at least following. Then we went to the local top, retest. Again, we may have like found like a triple top or like head and shoulders. And when we break, we went our way down, and we can see here we break, and once we break, we retest once, and the market say it's enough. Retest. So yeah, I think this is very powerful, just to keep in mind, to keep studying, especially on a big time frame. And I think for today's video, That was the point of just to mention it and to keep studying, to become a better investor, trader, and to have a better understanding on the market. What is very important, and what I always say, and even for myself, it's to keep investing yourself every day. That's why I'm doing these videos, to recording this journey of this amazing opportunity that we are, and where we're heading with this bull run. But on the big time frame, we had this death cross, down, retest. Like, I'm sure there was a little fake out, or we went to retest maybe the 20 single moving average that usually I put in a yellow one that I'm going to add on the next video. And we can see that we went through straight without any support, have a few weeks bearish ones, and we heading lower. But we can see one bottom, two bottoms. So where this gonna lead us, that's a great questions. And I'm just going to do one thing just to see, because sometimes it can be helpful. It's this. After it can always change because the chart's evolving, but we have like those big wicks, boom, support, and we can see one bottom, two bottom, three bottom, so triple bottoms plus the death curve that is delayed. So I think it's a really good indicator that if we, and we can see the 50 going to try to say hi to us. So I will not be surprised that it's going down to meet us. Maybe a bit of more sideways, having maybe a strong RSI oversold, with a good buy, with a good volumes backing up, like that we don't have fake volumes. It's a meaningful buy, bull movement. We can maybe see after like something that we start to have the momentum going on the way up. And just for the sake of this video and for improving as well, let me find the little pen somewhere, or maybe I'm just gonna do this. We maybe do this. Maybe it's gonna do this, something like this. And then we're going to have like the 15 moving average, like this. So up. So we're going to break through the resistance, break this wall of possible potential horizontal resistance, testing back as a support that are going to match pretty much with the fib level of the golden cross 6.1, and then keep this momentum. And this lane going to be really important because it's from like reversal patterns where we've been maybe from the down trend line, trend momentum, then start sideways, break, and then moving on another pattern that's going to play out. So that's why today was a simple video, but it's just like to make as much content just to analyzing simply, on a big time frame to reduce noise and see from there every day trying to make videos like these types to become a better investor trader. And yes, that's it for today's. Hope you enjoyed and hope you feel and appreciate that we have this amazing opportunity in front of us. We are on a great times, and that's the perfect time to invest in yourself. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Goodbye.